Hello and a very good afternoon to all of those who are watching me live on the Facebook page of News 9. I'm Neha Bhan. The reason I'm here today is because today is the last day of lockdown 4.0, which means that we will now be stepping into Unlock 1. What does Unlock 1 means? Well, it means that gradually the restrictions will start easing up. But before we go to that, I'm here, in fact, to talk about the highest spike that India has registered once again. Today, the country registered 8,380 COVID-19 cases, while the active COVID-19 cases stands at 89,995 in the country. The silver lining continues to remain the recovery rate. Of course, 86,983 people have recovered of COVID-19 and have been discharged. India's COVID-19 death toll, however, stands at 5,164. So, of course, talking about Karnataka now, you might be wondering why is it that there is no midday situation update on Karnataka. The reason is that the health ministry just yesterday had said that due to increase in the number of cases in the last few days, and as being done in other states of the country, it's decided by task force that midday media release will not be there here henceforth, and there will be in fact evening press conferences that will be held by Honorable Primary and Secondary Education Minister. Of course, with complete details as usual. So as of now, we do not have the complete details of the number of positive cases in the state. But if I have to give you the latest updates that we have with us, that is 141 fresh cases were reported in Karnataka just yesterday. With this, the total number of positive cases in the state stands at 2,922. The death toll also has reached 49. Karnataka seems to be doing pretty well if you compare the state with several other states, those being of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, the 5 worst affected COVID-19 states basically. So of course the situation more or less is under control in Karnataka, but clearly that doesn't mean that we can undermine the threat that COVID-19 poses. As I keep on saying always, that whenever you're stepping out, always remember that you're going to fight an invisible enemy. And how do we fight him? How do we fight it? We only fight it by making sure that we're taking all the preventive measures. So here, talking about Bengaluru in particular, many of you wanted to know what are the tally, what is the tally in Bengaluru, right? So 153 active cases have been reported in Bengaluru so far, and 336 positive cases, of course, are here. Now, going forward, there will be no Sunday curfew. In the last briefing by Mr. Chief Minister, he had said that although there have been relaxations announced in the lockdown, but Sunday is the day when one will get to witness a complete lockdown. But now, backtracking on that, the state government has decided that Sunday curfew will not be there henceforth. The services will continue from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now, if we have to speak about Unlock 1, just yesterday, the Ministry of Home Affairs had issued fresh guidelines for Lockdown 5. So the restrictions will continue in containment zones. However, phase-wise relaxations have been announced right outside the containment zones. Your hotels, places of worship, malls, etc. will be in fact opening from the 8th of June. But from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. a strict night curfew is what one will get to witness. So the lockdown will be eased in 3 phases. If we have to speak about the phases, so in your phase 1, the religious places, your places of worship for public, your hotels, your restaurants and hospitality services will remain open. Your malls also, shopping malls, most importantly, most of you, your operation of metro rail, your in fact cinema halls, gymnasium, many of you in fact have been wanting to know that when are the gyms going to open. So it falls under phase 3, but do remember that there is still no clarity given by any of the state governments or by the central government as to when these phases will begin. Phase 1 in fact will start from which date, phase 2 will start from which date, phase 3 will start from which date. These are a few details which we still do not have with us. So talking about phase 3, your swimming pools, your entertainment parks, your theaters, your bars and auditoriums, assembly halls and smaller places, similar places will be allowed to open. But having said that, there is another very important thing that I would like to stress upon, that still a large gathering is prohibited. So if at all you're going ahead to attend any marriage, do remember that 50, not more than 50 people are allowed to gather, in fact, at any place. So yes, there have been relaxations announced by the central government, and now we already are stepping into unlock 1, which is all set to begin from tomorrow. That doesn't really mean that we can undermine the threat that COVID-19 poses. As I continuously keep on saying, today as well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that COVID-19 is very much here, and it is here to stay till a vaccine is found. And do remember what the WHO also has said. The World Health Organization has said that we may have to learn to live with COVID-19 even after a vaccine is developed. We may eventually get immune to it, but till then, do remember that many people have already succumbed to this deadly virus. Many are still fighting this pandemic. So there is a widespread notion that COVID-19 can only affect those who are about the age of 60, which is not totally wrong. But COVID-19 can affect as young as 4-month-old infant. Remember that this is something that we already have witnessed even in the state of Karnataka, that people, of course, infant as young as 3 months old, 4 months old also have tested positive of COVID-19. So primary and secondary up. Now coming back to Karnataka here, many of you also had asked me this question, that what about conducting online classes? So primary education minister Suresh Kumar has also said that decision regarding conduction of online classes will also be taken. But he said that several experts from Bengaluru's NIMHANS Institute were not in favor of conducting online classes for kids below the age of 6 years. So a decision till now has not been taken on whether the state government should go ahead with the online classes. So of course, in my earlier interactions with all of you all on the Facebook page of News9, you all have asked me this question, that why is it that due to the steep increase in the on one side we're witnessing a steep increase, a steep surge in the number of positive cases in Karnataka, and on the other side the restrictions are being eased. So the fact is that economy has come to a standstill. It's scattered. It's nowhere. Many people are losing their jobs. The employers are under, in fact, there's no market, so to speak. So, the people also have to now make sure that a large part of it depends on us. Yes, there have been restrictions, there have been relaxations announced in the restrictions, but what we need to understand is that now a lot of onus is also on us, given the fact that from stage 1, from lockdown 1 to unlock 1, we have come a long way. We have now understood the threat that COVID-19 poses, and we somewhere have understood what is important for us and what isn't. So whenever you're stepping out, please make sure you're maintaining social distance. You're not stepping out unnecessarily. You're wearing mask. You're taking all the preventive measure. Most importantly, keeping a sanitizer with yourself helps a lot. So I'm just quickly going to take a few questions that I have here with me. Many of you are saying hi. So hello to all of those who are watching me live. Now, Rajan also saying, can we travel to other districts in Karnataka without passes? So yes, this is another important thing that I would like to stress upon. Your interstate, there are no restrictions on interstate or intrastate. So yes, you can travel. Then when are the hotels opening in Renus Street? The hotels also will be opening post the 8th of June. So that's what the central government's directive has said. Again, many of you saying hi. Shakil Ahmed, when will Shivaji Nagar open? So the restrictions already have been eased by the state government quite a while back. So the restrictions, of course, have been relaxed, as I just mentioned. You can always step out of your houses. I'm hoping that all of you all are only doing it when you have some important work. So when can I go to Tamil Nadu? You can, as I just mentioned, their interstate or intrastate travel is allowed. There is no restrictions per se. So you can go whenever you want to. So now Isaac Joy asks me, why is this channel removed from Tata Sky? This is the question. I mean, I really am overwhelmed. We all here at News9 are overwhelmed with the sort of love that all of you all have been pouring on us, showering on us. The fact is that News9 is going digital. We have gone digital. We are exploring that option. We are no longer available on TV. You can always subscribe on News9 YouTube to watch all the latest news. You can follow us on News9 Instagram, News9 Twitter, as well as News9 Facebook page. But thank you so very much. In fact, we understand that you all must be missing us. But the fact is that that's the option that News9 is now going to explore, the digital way. Are hotels open? I think I've already answered that question. The best way to ensure cases of COVID-19 are downward trajectory is Asif Pasha. So Asif, the cases, do remember, that are expected to go climb up, in fact, till the month of June to July. That's what the AIMS director also has said. The trajectory will keep on moving upwards. There's nothing to worry about per se. But the only thing that we must be worried about is the fact that there is no vaccine for COVID-19, so to speak. And the WHO also has said that even after a vaccine, we might have to learn to live with COVID-19. So yes, the trajectory will keep on moving upwards. So then, please advise on your channel. Why is it removed from Tata Sky? So Afzal, I just mentioned that Newsline is now going digital. We're no longer available on TV. So then I have a couple of more questions. Any passes needed to travel for Karnataka, asks Deepak. No, Deepak, Mr. Deepak Chaudhary, no restrictions on interstate or intrastate travel per se. What about schools open? Firoz Pasha asked that. I think I've already answered your question. This falls under phase 2. So a decision would be taken on reopening the schools and colleges very soon. I don't have, in fact, enough time to answer all of your questions, but thank you so much. Please keep them coming. I'll make sure to address all of your worries in my next Facebook Live, which will be exactly at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stay safe.